Hey YouTube, it's Cheech here. First and foremost, I want to say happy Thanksgiving to everyone, and I hope all of you are having a wonderful day with your families, and God bless. I am 2 days post-op tummy tuck hernia repair, and I wanted to make a video about the insurance. I know I said I would post it. It was, I believe, last week, but I haven't gotten around to it, and then my surgery just came up so fast that, I just didn't get the chance to do it. But I'm gonna go ahead and get that out the way. I know there are so many videos out there on YouTube, on social media, and so many of us are out here getting tummy tucks, getting everything done, and a lot of us want to know, the biggest thing out there, the biggest question. We always ask, what insurance do you have? And I know that no one ever answers it. I am not sure why. Maybe it's just a personal thing. I personally don't mind answering it. So I'm going to go ahead and just break everything down from the cost that I had to pay out of pocket and my insurance, what they were willing to cover. Now, I'm going to start from the very beginning. I was put on a waiting list from June up until October 18th on a waiting list to see a plastic surgeon in Pennsylvania. His name is Dr. Banducci. He's a wonderful surgeon. And my insurance is Medicare. And it took so long for me to be seen because only certain plastic surgeons took my kind of insurance, which is the Medicare. I did have to be put on a waiting list for a while, and that was dreadful. Waiting was, it just seemed like it was forever before I would be seen. But up until then, from the time that they referred me to the time that I went to go see the doctor, I pretty much gathered as much as information as I could to help me pretty much, I wouldn't say win the case, but have my insurance cover the paniculectomy. They do not cover full tummy tucks, which is the abdominal closure. They tighten your muscles up, relocate the belly button. My insurance, Medicare, does not cover for that. They did not cover for that. They only covered for a paniculectomy, and it absolutely had to be medically necessary, or they wouldn't cover it. Now, like I was saying a couple seconds ago, you have to pretty much have proof of why it's medically necessary. And up until the day that I went to that doctor's appointment for my consultation, I had so much documentation for my doctors because I kept getting rashes under the skin. My skin would break, and where my vertical C-section was, my skin would actually tear there, and it would be so painful, and I'd get yeast infections under my stomach. I know it sounds disgusting, but after you lose 20 something pounds and you have a vertical incision, I got left with a really bad stomach. So, I end up, just having a lot of infections over time. But I am so glad that I just one day decided, let me look into it, see if my insurance covers it. Medicare does cover it. But like I said, and I want to make it clear, it has to be medically necessary. They will not just pay for your stomach. Oh, we're just going to remove skin just because you're not happy with it. They have to find some kind of condition, proven that it's impacting your daily life in some type of way. Mine personally was the infections that I was getting. I kept having to go in and out the doctor's office. I took pictures. I even had all of my doctors that I was going to print out my medical record for me and keep it. Now, I didn't end up having to do that because Dr. Banducci, he was wonderful. He took pictures for me at the office, the consultation on October 18th, and he took all the pictures. And when I went in there, I'm not glad that I got the infections, but that day, I'm happy that I went in there so he can see for himself. I was just getting over, a yeast infection in my stomach, and I had my ointment. So he was like, Medicare is one of the easiest ones we can go through to help cover for the paniculectomy portion. But he did share with me at that moment, at that time during the consultation, that, the Medicare would not cover for obviously my muscles to be tightened. They would only cover for the hernia repair, which I also had done. But when the doctor explained to me that I was not going to have a belly button, I was just like, oh my God. I was just like, I can't walk around like no belly button, like belly buttonless. It's just like funny. So I try not to laugh because my stomach is so swelled. But yes, so I'm going to go ahead and break it down. Now, my insurance paid for the paniculectomy, which is just the removal of the skin. Now, Dr. Banducci, his fees were $3,500. And then the hospital fees for me to stay overnight, because I did stay outpatient, was 23 hours. That was $1,140. And then I had to pay an additional $500 to the anesthesia for obviously being, put to sleep. So that was a total of $5,140 that I had to pay out of pocket that the insurance was not going to cover. Now, I do want to share this, though. I was told that my insurance covered the first hour and a half of surgery. My surgery was only an hour and a half. I paid an additional $500 for an extra 2 hours because I was told that the surgery might be up to 3.5 hours. So because the first hour and a half is supposed to be covered through the paniculectomy part, I'm going to try and actually get my $500 back because I didn't need that time. That was extra time, so I'm really hoping that I can get my $500 back from the anesthesiologist's office. So I'm going to try and take care of that on, I believe they told me to call back Monday because I called back right after surgery when I noticed that the surgery didn't take long. My husband told me, and I was like, absolutely, we're going to try and get that money back because there's no way in the world that I'm just going to let that go, especially if they did not use that time. I wasn't under that long, which I'm surprised because I thought it was going to take longer. But then again, from the time that I had waited, and I was referred, I lost 20-something pounds. So, I guess at the moment it was just, I was heavier. Then when I got in there, I was a little bit lighter and it probably just wasn't as much. I don't know what the case was, but it was only an hour and a half. I paid for, 2 extra hours. So I really, really hope, cross your fingers, everyone, that I get my money back because I can definitely use that. Sorry, I'm in my bathroom right now. Kids just walked in. Sorry, just give me 1 second. I'm so sorry. My little one's bugging me for tissue right now. Okay, I know you just said it. Here you go. All right, now. There goes all the cover and everything for the insurance. If you have any more questions, you can leave them in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe and follow me on my journey. Now, if you'd like, I can still, I would show you real quick. There's not much to see. My surgeon said not to take anything off yet. I am very swelled. It's Thanksgiving Day. I have not eaten yet, broth and whatnot, but I haven't eaten anything heavy. But I've been on my feet, and I probably shouldn't have. I'm very uncomfortable, so I've been taking my Percocets around the clock, every 4 hours. If I wait every 6, oh my God, I'll be in so much pain. But I am very, very, very swelled. I don't know if you can tell from the side how you can pretty much see how swelled I am. But I'm pretty flat, though, if you look from the front. I have my jeans hanging. I know, sorry, I have shorts on today because I was trying to be comfortable. And I have a little blood spot from underneath. We redressed, my stomach. And it's just really painful. I have my drains low and my underwear. Now, one thing that I did notice, I see everyone's incisions where their drains are close to the incision. Mine isn't like that. My drains are actually way out here. Way to the side, way down here. And then the incision I thought was going to be super far back here, and from what I see so far, it stops from here to here. But he said it looked really good, and I can't wait to show you guys. I can't even wait to see it myself. But he said everything went well, and I hope I didn't make the video too long for you guys. But yes, I'm glad I was able to get the insurance video out there. Like I said, if you guys have any questions, I am more than happy to answer them for you. So just leave comments below, and subscribe. And I hope you guys once again have a wonderful Thanksgiving and stay blessed.